It's finally here, a new episode of Rolled Up. In this one, BJJ world champ Bruno Paulista explains why it's important to train in the gi, the role Brazil played in the development of jiu-jitsu, a couple of the biggest jiu-jitsu myths, plus he shares two really nice lasso spider guard passes. Here we go.
I'm an avid traveler, co-founder of BudoVideos.com, jiu-jitsu black belt, and lifelong student of the martial arts, who strives to know more about the competitors and instructors who are revolutionizing the jiu-jitsu lifestyle. Join me in my journey as I travel, train, learn, and get rolled up.
After a long hiatus, Rolled Up is back. And in this episode, we're heading to Mamute Jiu-Jitsu, the gym where I'm currently training and teaching. Now, if you're wondering what Mamute means, it's Portuguese for woolly mammoth, the nickname of the gym's head instructor, Bruno Paulista. Bruno was a world champion at the top of the competition scene until a near-fatal car accident in 2009 forced him to retire from competition. Now he's found his true calling, teaching high-quality jiu-jitsu from his gym in the city of Orange, California.
So guys, when I'm working like at the ankle peak here, when you start the ankle peak, I have a lot of things to do. So look, right hand grab his collar, close his shoulder, so I have more control to pull and push him, and you don't get the risks to get the wrist lock. If your hand is too low, you're gonna get the wrist lock easy. It's not fun, that hurts. So look, right hand the collar, left hand is knee. I have like my base ready to attack, right foot forward. He's like a defense stand. So I need to force him to step forward. I'm gonna move my left foot back, pull his knee. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna do it. So look, 2 steps. 1, 2. I wanna make sure I have a good base. If I'm here, I'm off balance. Okay, so 2 steps. 1, 2. Grab his ankle. I don't lift it up here. I'm gonna push him, so it's easier. His weight move backwards. Good. I'm here. Stand up. I'm gonna move my butt backwards and cross my arms. I'm gonna move his foot towards my right elbow. My left hand, I'm gonna go towards my left foot. Sorry, my right hand. Take upon it down, but keep holding upon his pants. You can try with your belly or something there, okay? So look, it's really important. So I'm here, grab the collar and the ankle. I'm gonna move his foot up and then the hand down. If you don't lift the flag up, you're gonna have a good base. So again, collar and sleeve. So look, I have to force him to step forward. So pull backwards. 1, 2. Do not grab upon his calf. Don't grab like the pants. Grab the ankle. Push. Stand up. Okay. Here. Butt backwards. Cross my arms. Throw it on your bed already. You can. Okay? But please, don't just throw the person. Let the person move away. One more time. Collar and sleeve. I'm here. Pull. 1, 2. Grab. Okay. The butt backwards. Right foot.
So Bruno, in recent years, no-gi has gotten a lot more popular than it was in the past. And some people think that training in the gi is antiquated, is not necessary anymore. What do you think about that?
It's funny saying this because I'm a world champion in no-gi, but I'm red trainer gi. You know, I see jiu-jitsu have many different ways. I see like jiu-jitsu as a sport, as a self-defense. You know, like I know like a jiu-jitsu, like the no-gi got way more popular in the ADCC. How big is that? You know, it's and the rules they change a lot every single year. I even say like for jiu-jitsu to become like a Olympic sport, it'd be hard because they have changed the rules a lot. You know, many black belts, they don't know what's going on. But I love jiu-jitsu. I love the gi. You know, even like we talk about like, but I want to do no gi because you're more self-defense. You think about it, I can choke you with a t-shirt. I can sweep, you know what I mean? Stuff things like that, takedowns, and I'm never going to stop training no gi. I'm never going to stop to train gi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to train no gi too, but my love is for sure is gi, and I think it's like one thing that I'm not going to lose is the martial art. Because today I think people see like a jiu-jitsu as a sport only, you know? For me, it's not how I learn. Not like I still like an academy. I keep like a respect is the most important, you know? So, like I said, I love no gi, but gi is the first option for sure.
Yeah, it seems like for some reason it's easier to pass on things like morals and the traditions of martial arts through the gi.
Yeah.
No gi tends to lend itself more towards guys just hanging out, having a good time, and being more sportive.
Yeah. For example, I think like if you see, I love like work for submissions, but like, if you see more like the gi tournaments, the submissions most are neck, shoulders, arms, going lower, right? No gi. Today people are going from ankles, knees going up the opposite, you know? So I don't know, both are beautiful, but if I have to choose one, it'll be gi, and the rest of my life I'm gonna be doing gi, for sure.
And people talk a lot about being in the gi, you have to be more technical. And I think that's true and untrue. No-gi has a lot of great techniques and can be technical as well.
Yes.
However, some guys I've found can use power to overcome people in no-gi, and it doesn't work so good in the gi.
Yes, I agree with this. Like, if you read Athletico, with no-gi gonna be easier for you to deal with. Maybe not be able to do things, but it will be really hard for the other people to do with you. You're gonna be able to counter pretty easy. And no-gi is different. You don't know what you're doing, like you're gonna get trapped there. I really saw many like good wrestlers. When they put the gi on, they become like a puppet. You know what I mean? So it's totally different. A different scenario. You escape, start the lasso. As soon as you start the lasso, I like to grab the belt here. Because I want to avoid the wrist lock, I want to avoid him to do a lot of things here. So look, I like to do first the spider guard to the the lasso. So how I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna move to my left side, but I want to kind of move his hook out here, his lasso out. So when I'm moving to my left side, I'm ready to stretch my arm here. Do you see? His foot's almost coming out. That's great. Now my right knee, I'm not gonna go on his knee, I'm gonna go on his calf a little bit here. Because I want to move his foot out of my biceps. And I want to move my left foot over his leg. Now, what I'm gonna do, I can break his grip here if I want. If not, it's not the worst for my life here. So I'm gonna cross his foot sideways. I'm gonna break his grip in my right hand. I pull my right hand, but it's not just pulling. Swing my hand around. I have way more leverage to break his grip. Right hand gonna go on the hook, right knee on the mat. Why do I put my right knee on the mat? It's not to make more pain for him, but more pressure. I kill his hip. It's really hard for me to move here. Can you move from here, Jake? No. Not really, right? So I can try pushing them out as well from here, pull his arm, but let's just spraw. Best grip. Okay? Again, the other side. So he escape, lasso, spider guard. I'm not gonna say you have to serve the lasso first and then the spider guard. That's what I prefer to do, okay? So look, I'm going here. Moving, I already try to move his foot out. If his foot's deeper, I'm not able to do it, I'm gonna still pass, but not this way, okay? So right now, moving out. So I'm gonna move my left knee here, with his foot out. Let's say he has a really strong grip here. Okay, I cannot like break the grip here. How I do? Push towards his chest. Cross his foot sideways, break the grip. Get closer to him. Don't give space to your opponent. Now, you're gonna cross face, sprawl, the best thing. One more time. I'm here, escape, lasso, right away grab the belt. I'm gonna stretch my arm when I'm moving sideways. My knee go to the mat, here, okay? So move his foot out, break the grip, on the hook, put your knee close to him. Pull his arm if you can, sprawl, that's the grip.
So Bruno, I was one of the smaller guys in most of my classes going up through the ranks, and you're obviously one of the bigger guys.
Yeah.
I think we had very different experiences, most likely. Mm-hmm. Do you think jiu-jitsu is easier for the bigger guy or for the smaller guy?
It's funny to say that. Like, it depends what's easy, depends hard. I would say for today is different. Today, like big guys, like all technical and that. But when I started, most like big guys was really a lot of strength, right? But today you see like the guys with 280 pounds, like doing like amazing things and are moving really fast, really technical. But I would say I think for the smaller guys, it's easier for they learn the techniques than the bigger guys. You know, we see sometimes you show like, some techniques, not everybody can do it. You know, the bigger guys or heavier guys are going to have a little hard time to do it. So I think that's a little easier for the smaller guys to learn the techniques. Now, easier to deal with jiu-jitsu is different. I mean, for example, my wife is smaller than me, and she told me, you're never gonna know what is be smashed a lot. I said that's true, but at the same time I told her, you're never gonna know what is being smashed by a small person. It's a two different feelings. No, it's a horrible feelings. You know what I mean? So that's like what I think about to be easier and it's hard. Now I already have, for example, when I'm a big guy in the academy, I'm the biggest guy, I'm the highest rank. When I have someone give me a hard time, almost sweeping me or almost passing my guard or even doing that and almost tap me, I get happy as a professor and get mad at the competitor. You know what I mean? So I have to keep the balance down.
With big guys, one thing I often tell them is you're going to naturally be better on top because you can use your weight. So I usually suggest that they start on the bottom and try to earn their way to the top. Do you think it's better for big guys to start on the bottom?
You say like a bigger guy, how bigger? Heavier or taller? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're taller, for example, I'm a big guy, but I always should be pulling guard. You know what I mean? Like if you say like a heavier, then I'm like a heavier guys, most of them going to be on top.
Yeah.
Longer, taller guys, probably to be on the bottom, as I say. You know, it's what I do a lot when I have like a wrestler coming over, I make them guard. They have to get used to put it back on the mat. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, it's, today like in jiu-jitsu, like the guards are so, I'm not gonna say deadly, but so like effective, so dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you say like, I think it's hard to say what's easier to learn. You know, it's learning to pass or learn to sweep. You know what I mean? Like it's like when someone started the class, what do I do then? Make them feel comfortable on top to pass already, or make them like to be on the bottom playing guard and see what they can do. You know, that's both ways.
Right. But if you think of the essence of jiu-jitsu, do you not imagine someone playing guard?
It's you see like it's beautiful. You see like I remember one time I saw a fight of Royce, big like a fat guy. You know what I mean? Like and the guy took him down, and Royce was in the bottom like a Kimura or Omoplata, something like that. You know, so you can see. Yes, you know. So it was. You see, like it doesn't matter. A small guy can't beat like a. They say small. They just say like the small perfumes are the best perfumes, right? The best perfumes, the small perfume. But the most deadly poisons, the small bottles too. So I should be careful now.
Hey guys, I'm here to tell you about the world's best fight shorts, the No-Gi Ghost. If you've ever owned a pair of our shorts, you know these things last forever. With the Ghost, of course, there are no outer pockets that toes or fingers can get caught in. The high-quality embroidered logos will never fade or come undone. They come in 6 different colors and 2 lengths, a 7-inch inseam or a shorter 5-inch inseam if you want to show off your quads. The flexible gusset and the 4-way stretch material will ensure that you don't feel restricted in any of your movements. The stretch waistband and drawstring allow for a bit of variance in your weight. Whether you add a few pounds or cut a few, they'll still fit perfectly. And lastly, if you're like me, you might wear your shorts outside the gym on occasion, so we have a hidden inner pocket for your phone or keys. I can proudly say the Ghost is the best fight short in the world, and I hope you'll give it a try. Go to nogi.com/ghost and use coupon code ROLLEDUP for a sweet 10% discount.
So guys, we're here the same man. Okay? So I grab his leaves, he set up the lasso, spot the guard. Okay. Let's go here. I'm gonna try to do, but his leg is deeper here. A lot of people do these here, the lasso. So it's not a problem. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Sideways, my knee, I step over, break his grip. Now his foot, he's like under my armpit. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break his grip. I want you guys to understand, it's really important to understand what you do with your hands here. I need to grab his collar with my left hand. If I'm like strong enough to grab his collar here, if you grab his sleeve, it's not a problem. If he's not, his arm is really strong, I'm gonna have to break his grip. I like to grip like this. You see I'm grabbing his wrist. I'm gonna let go or have his collar. If you grab my sleeve now, I don't care. I'm gonna now move my right hand backwards. Same thing, break his grip. His leg is on my ribs here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab his pants. I'm gonna do a big step back, okay? I'm gonna move my left knee on the mat, left elbow, right back. I want you guys to understand what I'm doing here. My right hand pushes his knee away from me, and like I'm on his collar, I'm lifting it up with my right hand, my left hand. Try move from here, please, Jay. He's not that good. If I pull here, he's gonna be able to go on his knees. So it's really important, push his knee away, you call it. I'm not gonna stay here forever. As soon as I'm here, I'm gonna go back on my knees. I like to set up the knee on belly. So knee on belly, not a knee up. I'll get the pass, and the knee on point. Okay, let's go again. Go side to side. So look, escape, lasso, spider guard. Grab the belt, myself sideways. Push his knee down, oh, I'm over. I'm gonna try grab the collar. Break the grip, collar here. Let go, out. Grab his pants. I'm gonna touch my knee on a mat, big step. Someone asked me, if I'm going here and he crosses his feet, it's not a big deal because if I'm here, I'm pushing his knee away. Many times I'm gonna step back here. If I have a hard time, my right knee will push his knee down and I pass. I'm not gonna stay here forever, guys, but I have time enough to do this. What I want you to understand is always important the hand. Push his knee away, put the collar towards me. Okay? On top. I don't like any on belly. Side control. Up to you. One more time. Grab, escape, right there, grab his belt. I move myself sideways, and I go over here. Break his grip, grab his collar. Make sure you have a good base. Break his grip here, grab his pants. Look, big step back, on top, knee on belly. You see my hands here help me? Oh, help me to posture the knee up. Okay?
So Bruno, for the most part, Jiu-Jitsu started in Japan, and then it spread around the world, and it changed a lot in Brazil, thanks mostly to the Gracie family. You, of course, were born in Brazil, and you trained in Brazil. How do you think Jiu-Jitsu changed and developed into what it is from Brazil?
Like you said, the Grace family did a lot of Jiu-Jitsu. Not just them, but you see they develop a lot of things in Jiu-Jitsu, and they have a lot of the street fights. You see the China, you see videos, sometimes the guys, two guys, they're friends, but they fight for 45 minutes, 50 minutes, until someone get knocked out or someone tap. You know what I mean? They have this thing, they start until someone stop. So I think that developed a lot to Jiu-Jitsu, not just a traditional Jiu-Jitsu judo, traditional Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, but I think that they put themselves you see they're going to from a karate academy, and they do the challenge there, the judo academy, or boxing academy. You see the first UFC, you see a big example of Royce, right? What he did there. So he went there and then won the first UFC, the second UFC. So I think that's a big thing that Jiu-Jitsu did, and it's so popular in Brazil today. I think it's the biggest martial art in Brazil today is Jiu-Jitsu, and I think that's right.
So some people criticize the Gracie family for going out there and challenging other martial arts and going into other dojos and challenging people on the streets. Do you think that was a good thing or a bad thing or a necessary thing?
It's funny to talk about that because my dad passed away when I was 15 years old, first year of high school, and I have a really bad temper problem with that. And I want to do Jiu-Jitsu, my mom said, no, they're going to be worse for you, going to be a weapon for you, because people didn't see a Jiu-Jitsu a nice sport a long time ago. But I started to do it with the last year of the high school. My professor was Messi Del, he was black and red belt, 67 years old. It was really strict this, and my mom let you do it, and then a few months later, she wrote a letter to Messi Del saying how important was that for me, Jiu-Jitsu, how it changed my life, But if you see, they prove how good Jiu-Jitsu is. You know what I mean? You're going to challenge a karate academy, a boxing academy, things like that. And like I said, they used to fight for a long time. You know what I mean? Friends, right? They say okay, Jake, let's go fight. And it's until you tap or until you get knocked out, things like that. So they, like I said, Royce showed in the first, second UFC how good Jiu-Jitsu is, right?
And before UFC existed, you had to prove it on the
street,
in the judo schools and the karate schools and everywhere.
Yes, exactly. Okay, do all, guys.
Nice one. I try to let go. Thank you.
So Bruno, Jiu-Jitsu has grown a lot, and a lot of people have different opinions of what Jiu-Jitsu is and what Jiu-Jitsu isn't. Some people have some things that sound crazy, but what do you think are the biggest myths of Jiu-Jitsu?
We have two things. First one, people say like Jiu-Jitsu is like the gentle art. I don't agree with that too much. You can do a few things like gentle, but many ones are really, really tough, sometimes a little mean too, you know? But so I don't believe on that too much. Second thing, people say like a Jiu-Jitsu for everyone, right? I don't agree with that. I agree, for example, let's say if you want to do private with a person there is okay, but you do like a class, I don't believe you can do, because first thing, it's not just your body, it's your brain, okay? So like the people don't understand, like a big guys, you feel like I'm gonna get swept or beat up or small guys every day? No, I don't like that. The first day I did a class, I trained with one purple belt, Rodney, and then like he was a short guy, good shape, purple belt. He played with me. He swept past my guard, tapped me 2-3 times like that. So I got that as like if a man that size can do this with me, I need to learn that. But a lot of people don't want to do that, you know. So they feel like I want to do it, but to get smashed by other people's, you know, get bruised, get like a sore. I don't believe like everybody can do that. That's everybody can try, but everybody can handle that. Let's say that.
Yeah. To make it for everyone, you'd have to change it so much that it wouldn't resemble what it is and what we love about it.
It is true. Yeah, it is true. It's a challenge. It's what I say. I say even for my kids, the kids class, I tell them like, it's not easy to get a black belt. But when you get a black belt, you're going to see how worth is that, you know? And when you get the black belt, it's not just the end of the road. It's just like the beginning of another journey. But it's not easy at all. It's like going to take a while, going to be a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, you know what I mean? Sometimes blood too, so a lot of pain.
Now there's a couple different opinions on it, but do you think everybody should be able to get a black belt if they put in the time and the effort? Because there's some guys that will walk in the front door that might not have the stamina or the willpower to really to be very good at Jiu-Jitsu, but should we deny them a black belt just because they don't have the natural ability?
I believe everybody can get like a black belt. Like the thing is, each person is different, right? So maybe One person I teach once, he learns. The other people I teach 3 times, they learn. A few people I teach like them 5 times, they learn. But the thing is, are they really trying? They be consistent. They look what, that's the thing, you know. I have a student, he was 16 years old, he was really good, but he was always late, was joking around too much, you know what I mean, like not respectful, he did not get his blue belt. Same time, I have a guy that he's not that good, but he's training at least 2 times a week, always punctual, do his best, and he got his black belt. Yeah. You know what I mean, so it's depend. What is your goal? You're gonna be, I want to be a world champion. And you're not born with the talent or the determination for be a world champion. You have to accept that. You know what I mean? But can you get a black belt? I believe you can do, for sure. But you have to train. Because I know places that people don't train one-on-one with the person. I don't mind even if you train, let's say, you train like just privates, rest of your life. It's okay. Maybe you can get a black belt there, but get a black belt or just doing online trainings, I don't believe. I watch a lot of online things, but you have to train. Cut that part. No, that's not gonna go online.
Mamuch Jiu-Jitsu is not the biggest gym, and it's not the most luxurious gym, but these aren't the most important factors when searching for a good place to train. This family-run operation is filled with hardworking, respectful students of all belt colors and a head instructor with a heart as big as a woolly mammoth. Thank you for watching this episode of Rolled Up. It brings me a lot of joy sharing my conversations and journeys with you. Now, with your support, we can make this show better and better. There's 4 ways you can help. Number 1, simply like, comment, and subscribe to the Buddha Videos YouTube channel. Number 2, pick up one of these limited edition rolled up t-shirts. Number 3, anything you purchase on buddhavideos.com or nogi.com helps support the show. Whether you're looking for physical media, gis, rash guards, shorts, we got all that stuff. Use coupon code ROLLEDUP for a discount on your order. And number 4, the best way you can help support the show is by a direct contribution on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/BuddhaVideos to see all of the levels and the benefits. Thank you for your support. We'll see you on the next episode of Rolled Up. In the meantime, subscribe if you haven't already, and watch some past episodes of Rolled Up. Keep on rolling.
There was a